Nothing happen in our life if we don't have intention. No dreams, no desire will ever come true if we don't have put forth our attention in it. Now I was looking up. Now you may come here, whether you're a new subscriber or you're new to this platform. Subscribe to my channel because I give you personal development book reviews and see what I can do on this channel. See what I can grow, what I can give to you, and it also save you time. If you don't have time to read, if you don't have time to read the whole book, I can give you, I can read it for you and give you my uh, perspective on it. And it can help you. If you don't like spending money on books, you think if it's a waste of time, don't worry. I got you. Okay, here we go. Oh, and also if you like listening to audio, um, I do both. I mean, I do visuals, video, audio, and also I read books. But I can do all those. Um, I look up intention from Merriam-Webster. It said a determination to act in a way, resolve. Three, I like three better. What important what one intends to do or bring about. So whether I think that it's great. I really we all been affected by Wayne Dyer, right? I know we all did when we're in personal development, spirituality. Now most people think I'm not spiritual, but I'm spiritual. We're all spiritual beings, as Bob Proctor said. I don't have to stick to one particular religion to be spiritual. You don't have to be um, in any type of religion to be spiritual. We're all spiritual. We're living in this mental universe, spiritual universe. There's a spiritual realm that we cannot see. Why would I say that? Because I have experienced some of the crazy stuff way back when I was spiritually awakened. Um, and now, here's the crazy truth. I was listening to Elliot Jose. You don't know who he is. I look up to him for he's a bodybuilder, but he's also into personal development. He listened to Brian Tracy, personal development stuff. But you know, we all thought that 2012 was the end of the world, right? And we were panicking. I mean, shoot, when I was a kid, I thought the end of the world was coming because I hear some I would say propaganda, but we hear it like all over the news. You hear, oh, it's the end of the world. Get ready. It's apocalypse. And then it's funny how like I start like freaking drawing like characters and trying to save the world and doing um being a hero, you know. But mine is more like a so it's I guess you could say somehow I know people will get offended, so I'm not gonna say it. It's really it's not it's drawing is not because the way I write the story it's more like uh, because I imagine because I was watching a long time ago I was watching uh what was that movie Legions or something. um yeah, Legion, where all the angel came down and tried to uh extinguish the human existence, so something like that. But it's because I have this creative ideas and put into one. Anyway, whether in our life, what I don't know why you have come to personal development, law of attraction. I don't know why, but in some area of our life, we feel like we don't deserve uh, the good things that life have to offer, and sometimes we feel worthless. That we don't we I feel that without I believe that there are people who bash on self-help and personal development, but self-help and personal development saved my life long time ago. I feel worthless. I feel like without without personal development, I wouldn't have ambition. I wouldn't have a dream to aim. I wouldn't become who I am today. I mean, we can always grow in awareness and whatever. But what I'm trying to get is this: that if we're trying to be somewhere in life, we must have an intention. But also, I think it's an intention with ourselves. We have to. I was listening to Bob Doy video, I think yesterday or a while, and he said you have to be. And I guess we sometimes, life distract us and we get knocked off. It's okay to be knocked off, but we forgot to be in the moment of who we are to be able to do greater things. Without those, we cannot uh, uh, pull in the greater things. Most of the world and society say that if it's good to be true, it usually is. Well, most people are skeptical to the point that nothing good can happen. Well, I can tell you good things happen. It's just that most people, that they see the world as a finite physical thing. They when they see evidence, like if you see evidence that is not working, or if you see evidence that is not there, you won't try to improve. But what if we train our mind to see the evidence and the results in our mind first? Then we have faith and believe that it will happen regardless of our past experiences. If we believe and get the results that we want, then it will come to pass. Anything that we have an intention, we place it onto the universe, or whatever. I mean, when it comes to this, people say there will always be people who will say they don't believe in the law of attraction, but some form or another, successful people use it in their life by visualizing, right? You don't have to. You can write your goal down, or whatever you do in your mind. Your mind is just directing your mind to end which you want to go. Now, when it comes to understanding, people people misunderstood about the secret. The secret can give you the tools and the technique and the stuff that it's basically, the secret is all about using your mind, but also it leave out a lot of things that people don't tell you. And all those successful people who you look up to, or matter of fact, I'm gonna point it out: Dr. Wayne Dyer. If you don't know that, he also read. See, this is the stuff that the secret and a lot of people left out, that the great successful people learn, always continue to learn, and they always continue, whether it's from an interview that they did, or learning from osmosis, or they're learning from a book, right? And I know that, Dr. Wayne Dyer read. And why am I saying this? Because most people do not like reading. And, I was in a place in special education, and I don't like, I, the reason why people hate to read is because they were forced to read something that didn't benefit them or their interest. But if it benefit, see, you will read something that is benefit to you, and your interest always. And also, if you will likely to read if it actually benefit your future, or it increases the likelihood that you will become successful. You will learn the things that make you become successful because you are hungry. That's why, if you notice that successful people learn the things to get them there, where um, people in society, they complain but they don't actually do something about it, and so they begin to have a negative spiral. Now, here's the thing that most people hate on, power positive thinking and thinking rich, is because they can't see how can your thoughts affect the world around you. It can, and I've seen with my own eyes. the experience that you have in your life, the creation that you have created for yourself is because you have an intention, and that thought placed an intention first. So today I will be reading you uh, connecting to intention. The key word here is contemplating, or what you're placing your thoughts on. As you begin realizing the enormous potential and the power of intention, you must be able to connect to intention, and you can't access and the work with intention. If you're contemplating the impossibility of being able to intend and manifest, you cannot discover the law of co-creation. If you're contemplating what missing, you cannot discover the power of awakening. If you're contemplating things that are still asleep, the secret to manifesting anything that you desire is your willingness and ability to realign yourself, that your inner world is in harmony with the power of intention. Every single modern events that you see and taking for granted was created, and creating is what we're doing here in this book by someone contemplating what they intend to manifest. The way to establish a relationship with spirit and the access power of this creating principle is to continually contemplate yourself as being surrounded by the condition you wish to produce. Let me read this again. The way to establish a relationship with spirit and access the power of this creating principle is to continually contemplate yourself being surrounded by the condition you wish to produce. I encourage you to emphasize this idea by underlining this previous sense both in this book and in your mind. Dwell on the idea: a supreme, infinite power producing results that you desire. This power is the creative power of the universe, is responsible for everything coming to you focus. By trusting it to provide the form and the condition for its manifestation, you establish a relationship to attention that allows you to be connected for as long as you practice this kind of personal intention. Whatever you intend to create in your life involves generating the same life-giving quality that brings everything into existence. The spirit of everything, the quality that allows it to come into the world form, is true as general principle, so why not activate it within you? The power of intention simply awaits your ability to make connection. Uh, how how do you enter into the spirit of intention, which is all about feeling expression life? You can nurture it by continual, ongoing expectation of infallible spiritual law of increase being part of your life. We saw it through our imaginary capacity to see higher vibration, and we heard it in the voice given to it by spiritual masters throughout the age. It's everywhere. It's want to express life. It's pure love in action. It's confidence. And guess what? You're it. But you forgot. You need to simply trust your ability to cheerfully rely on spirit to express itself through and for you. Your task is to contemplate the energy of life, love, beauty, and kindness. Every action that is in harmony with this originating principle of intention give expression to your own power of intention. And as I was reading this, it inspired me to recreate the life that I want to live in my own mind, and see it and believing and trusting the power that create life, whatever you want to call it, subconscious, the God, or the infinite intelligence, superconscious, whatever. This energy force that we all know we are connected with it. The energy field, we are connected with it. We don't see it, but we connected with it. And how do we bring that dream to fruition? Sometimes most people and I forget the principle that sometimes we teach, because sometimes life happened, and that's what happened to me. So I have to bring back belief and faith that I once had before that I knocked off, right? I once forgot the thing that, most Bob Proctor always say, people already know what they know how to do. And yes, people may know what to do, but they forgot to do what they did back then, to apply what they can do now to be able to grow. Everything in life push you to be fuller expression of who you are. That's why if you see the most top people, the most see the reason why most people aren't successful because they're not expressing themselves. Think about it. They hide who they are. They don't express who they are. You know, my family, my brothers, my sister think it's weird, but my family, my brothers know that I'm into personal development. That is who I am, and I'm expressing it through. Well, they usually see that I have books around my room, surrounded. They know that I listen to Bob Proctor. They know that I listen to Gary Vee, Tony Robbins. They know that I do these stuff, and it is who I am. I don't hide from them, but most people hide themselves from the world. And you know the truly no, I believe that Bruce Lee truly was living his fully he expressed himself fully. He wasn't afraid to express it. He wasn't afraid to express his opinion about things. And if you can listen to Bruce Lee's what he said, you can see the masters. Now, the reason why people always criticize the unsuccessful because they're not truly expressing who they are. But if they did, people would not like them or something like that. They have condition, but also they feel unworthy of if they express who they are, people wouldn't like them. But what if you can find people like you, like-minded, connected? They'll like you for who you are, and they vibe with your message, right? They resonate of what you're trying to do, and whatever your mission is in life, whatever you're trying to do in life or business or whatever in your personal life, we all can do better. Sometimes we forget that. And sometimes, I was listening. It's better to be positive and optimistic than be skeptical and live life not to the fullest, right? It's better to be seeing something more powerful than something dim and dark. There is no light, there is no hope in being skeptical, or there's no hope in darkness if we always look for the evidence that's not there. Through life people go through that. Through life people always see life as evidence. So therefore they live their whole life not doing what they can do and what they are capable of doing. That's why I respected Bruce Lee. I respected Bob Proctor. I respected Evan Carmichael for living their full potential. If they can do that, why can't we? Why can't we step up to our game and live our life to the fullest? Whether you're young or old, most people forget that. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. You still have time. Most people say they're too old. Yes. Gary Vee said, entrepreneurship is like almost like for young people. But the reason why you feel like you have no time because you're doing something that you hate. Most people live like that. Most people do what they hate. Would you rather live up to your potential doing what you love to do than what you hate? Because you will succeed in loving what you do than what you hate. Subscribe to my channel. Blackman. Oh, before that, you gotta place an intention with the universe, what you want to come to fruition. Now, those of us want things fast, you know. The thing is, you have heard so many different ideas that bouncing around. Most people are impatient, you know. Did the personal growth happen overnight for me? No, it took years for me because I was accumulating knowledge, but without, we sometimes we often make the mistake of not doing our life purpose. We forget that it's not just listening to great teachers and personal development. It's also about applying the thing that you need, applying the thing that you want happen in life that make you smile, that make you dance, that make you happy. But I know that people say it's not about, it's not a it. I could have not been doing. could not. I could. People will say it's selfish to be all by yourself, or self. It's not selfish. It's not. It's how can you inspire people? How can you not uh fill your cup first and then help others? That's much better. But you deserve what's best coming to you. We all do. Not the. I think that the people who have sometimes people plateau in their life and they could have done better. But it's also the ideas, belief that we also have at the present moment make us stuck. And if we cannot move past that, if we cannot face it head on with our struggle, then what? Then then why? Why do we continue to not live our dream, to make our smile, make our day? Why? Anyway, that's just my ramble. So I think that most successful people, they continually face the thing that scare them. They face obstacle. They face something that most people would not dare face. Successful people have a lot of hate and criticism. See, I realize whether you aren't doing your dream or whether you're doing your dream, you're going to get criticized and haters anyway. Might as well do what you love. See, I'd rather you do what you love and get criticized I, rather than doing what you hate or creating a dream of someone else and get criticized by that. By your, you will be your own worst enemy at the end of your life, and you will hate it because you didn't live up to your potential. And anyway, I see you next time. Just don't forget to subscribe, okay? There's so much like there's so much things that I want to wake you up. Like there's so much like potential that you could have been doing and expressing that. Now see you next time. Bye.